Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Well,
Good morning. Uh, good morning, panel. How are you today?
Good morning, Hi.
I'm awesome. I'm here.
That's
How are
great.
you?
That's great. I'm groovy. I'm groovy. Good morning, Brick World. It's another wonderful Sunday, and you are here with us, Bearded Brix, Brick Babe, and for now, Zombie Hive for Good Morning Brick World. Yes, yes. And you all might be wondering, man, you guys are all matching with the pink. I mean, I got a gray hat and he's got a black hat, but you know what I mean. And yeah,
I would rather have that. I would rather have that pink hair.
dude, she's always rocking the hair out, man. I'm telling you what. But it is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we wanted to, show support, bring awareness. I did put 2 links to things that are helpful for breast cancer awareness. One is research. One is to help with it's like a grant system that helps patients that need help with money, paying bills, or whatever the case may be. Because I'm sure, as you can imagine, if you're going through this, you're probably not able to work, stuff like that. So I put those links in the description, but we will go over them later as well. But that is why we got the pink shirts on. So
Thank you.
Show our support. Today, our topic is actually physical disabilities and Lego. I have been wanting to kind of talk about this for quite a while. We also will eventually touch upon the subject of mental disabilities in Lego, but this is actually physical disabilities. And more specifically, even though we will probably touch upon other physical disabilities, but more specifically, we're probably going to talk more about the blind bricks that have been made by Lego recently. But more than that, I want to highlight a website, a group called Lego for the Blind. I will actually look at their website and some of the things that they do, because it is quite amazing. And they are doing things more in line with what I was, not just me, but other people. We were thinking, like, why didn't Lego do this? And when we talk about this later, we're kind of going to do a little bit of comparison. I don't want anybody to think that we're just crapping on Lego, because it is awesome that Lego is doing what they do. It's just there are some things we're just not quite understanding. And, maybe us all together in the chat, we can kind of maybe, get some answers and kind of find out what it's all about. So anyways, but that will be in the second hour. But that is our topic today, is physical disabilities and Lego. We do have some really awesome segments today. We got some news to talk about today. I think I didn't quite catch the message before the stream started, but I think we got a new live stream calendar coming up. We shall see. But yeah, just crazy. October is a crazy month. We've also got, we're going to talk about the mock contest again. That's exciting. I need to get off my butt and get started on that. But yeah,
I know we've already got one entry already.
We do
have one entry.
Goblin Zero.
And I bet Goblin Zero is like, I hope nobody else even enters, man. That's a guaranteed win. I don't remember, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't remember if we did tell what the prize was. If we know, or if we're going to save it for like later on. I kind of had a brain fart on that one. So
it's like a Ferrari, right?
Yeah, you're giving away the Stark Tower or Avengers Tower.
Dude, you guys, look, I'm not usually trying to hype my own stuff, but man, I made a shorts video about, I measured the height of that with my measuring tape.
That was awesome.
Dude, I just cannot believe how tall that tower is going to be. But we'll get to that. That's more news. So also, before we get into our traditional good mornings, we do want to say hello and thank you to the replay gang out there. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you so much. And we're sorry that you couldn't be here live with us, but it is awesome, that you can be part of that replay gang. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the good mornings. We got Brick Biters out there saying, like it was just saying, replay gang for the win. Thank you, Brick Writers.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Toys on the Side says, "Good morning, Brick World. What's going on, Toys on the Side? How you doing?" Mayo Hosco, Real Whole Egg. What's going on? It's
Mayo.
baby. Camel City Brick House in the house.
Hey,
Camel City Brick House in the Brick House. Pink Wheels out there. Good morning, Pink Wheels. How are you?
Hey, Pink
Brick
Wheel.
house in the brick world.
Scott Davis. Good morning to you. EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning to you.
Renee.
Big Nate Bricks. Good morning to you. Big Nate just reminded me also, because I was thinking about it, sigfig. I always keep forgetting to remind everybody, especially if they're new, if you have a sigfig, send it to my PO box. It's in the description, and it will be in the Good Morning Brick World intro. All sigfigs get in the intro.
I love that Big Nate's picture is the sloth from the Goonies.
Man, with that figure came out in the Dimensions pack, didn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, man, I miss those Dimension packs, man. Oh gosh, slept on those things. Anyways, all right, moving on.
Everyone did.
Dude, and then they were still like in abundance, like cheap for a long time, and we're still like, nah, I'm good. I tell you, man, there's a word for that. You don't want something, and then it gets taken away, and then you do want it. I forgot what that's called, but anyway.
Indian giver?
No, what?
No, that's when you take something back you've given.
Oh,
And I don't feel like
that's appropriate. So
yeah, I mean, you guys know me. I'm not an appropriate, really type of person, but
it's not PC anymore.
it's just like in our chat. I was like, when I was talking to Rich, I was like, does he know that?
Y'all have turned into HR. He always says there's no HR, but he got real legalistic. He turned into HR on us.
Yeah.
Why? That doesn't even make sense.
always get into it, and she tries to find HR, but we found him. It
doesn't even make sense that I would be HR. Oh my gosh. I'd
You were
be telling on my damn self all the time.
You were. We had a mini Hive rant.
I'd be like, Hive, you need to go talk to yourself.
Hive fired.
Yeah, right. Alternate candidate, what's going on? Good morning to you. Jumper plate, what's going on? Morning to you. Let's see. We got Blank Carvin out there. Good morning. Lonely Juan Kenobi, one of the cool names out there. I tell you what, man, I love that name so much. I don't know why I love that name because it should be sad, Lonely Juan Kenobi, but it doesn't matter. Brick Sergeant, good morning, sir. How are you today? Oh, there's Brick Babe TV.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Oh, yes. Actually, let me see here.
Same for you, replay gang.
Oh, yeah. Hitting that like button is part of a healthy breakfast.
Yum.
Get your 8 essential vitamins and minerals. Big Nate, it says thanks, guys. Yeah, you're welcome. Dude, Jude, what's going on? Oh, the chat hella jumped on me, man.
I'll say Jesse says good morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's Jesse. Good morning with the pumpkin spice. Dude, I like pumpkin pie. That's it.
With sweet potatoes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I went straight like just complete basic white girl. I've started drinking the pumpkin spice from Starbucks.
Hey man, I look, and I'm scared if I get into it and I try, I'll go down that rabbit hole. And look, I've already got an addiction.
I love anything with pumpkin in it, like cereal, anything.
The only thing I spend money on, besides like bills, is Lego and Dunkin' Donuts. I swear to God, I looked at my budget the other day and I was like, that's all I spend my money on, dude. Like I don't buy anything else.
Just out of curiosity, I know like states are different. How much is you get like a large coffee?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Like $4 something.
If you get like extra stuff, but if you just get it straight normal, it's about $4. It's like 3 and change, but it's like right up there. You might as well call it $4.
So my drink from Starbucks is $6.
Oh yeah, Starbucks is different, and Dunkin' Donuts has a different point scale. Like I always go over the max.
But the other thing
put liquor in it.
The other thing is that Starbucks' points are different than Dunkin' Donuts. It takes me like half the amount of time to get free coffee that it does you.
No,
dude, you gotta stop going to Starbucks.
Do you? If you order online, you do. Because they give you extra points for ordering online, and then they give you extra points if you order like certain drinks.
Yeah, but
dude, because I'm already angry that I paid $4 for a coffee. I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing with your life? Like, dude, you've got a coffee maker. Just make coffee. Like,
I'm bougie.
Okay, look. All right, look. We need to get back to the good mornings before I have like an intervention. Let's see, Jesse. Thank you for the pumpkin spice comment. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Goblin Zero. Good morning to you. How are you this morning?
Thank you for your entry.
Brick Babe found the cat. Did you lose your cat?
No. Oh my gosh, I'd lose my mind if I lost one of them. So on their mock, they have a missing cat sign. I love the missing cat tile, but the cat is in like the graveyard, so it's so cool. I found the cat.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know if that was supposed to be like Pet Cemetery type thing.
That I didn't see the newer version, man. But I'll tell you what, the old version plus the book.
But you know they just came out with another one.
No, all I know
they just released one on like Paramount Plus. But I thought Goblin Zero might have been like Pet Cemetery.
Yeah. Toys on the side. Yeah, something that Lego has done really well. That we'll talk a little bit about. Is like the disability type stuff that they've incorporated through minifigs. It's quite amazing.
It really is.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nails, what's going on? Joseph, how you doing today? Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Yes, Mayo. Definitely. Brick Jedi, good morning to you. How are you today? Look at this Brick Sergeant, member for 14 months. Goodness gracious. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Let me do a thing here. We'll do Voltron.
Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Let's go, Voltron!
Heck yeah, Voltron in the morning. But thank you. Not just you, Brick Sergeant, but thank you to all the members so much. You have no idea how much you guys help this channel. I mean, I can't even express enough thanks. I mean, look, that's why I have no issues, no qualms at all, like having a giveaway for you guys every month and making certain things members only for you guys, and all the other things, different perks and for different tiers and stuff like that. But I just want to always tell you guys how much I appreciate you very much. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at? Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Staging a minifig mug Monday photo. Nice. Dude, I tell you what, I had never really given two. I'm trying to think of a polite way to say it. I've never really cared about the hashtag stuff, man. And look, Brick Babe, man, she was like, Come here. Let me pull you into the fold here. And now I'm like, all right. And now look, I'm trying to just keep it to Monday and Friday for now.
Well, I dabbled a little bit into so she sent me a list. There's an actual list of there's 2 at least per day every day of the week.
Wow. Yeah. Mondays are the busiest.
But it's fun.
There are 1,000.
But it's a lot of fun. The one on Monday is kind of wild because if I don't catch it in the morning, like before I go to work, I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait unless I have something already stored. But yeah. Moto, what is going on, my friend? How are you today? The guy was broken. The coffee bag better be outside for that price. You ain't kidding, Moto. I was like, what the heck, dude? But hey, look, again, some people look at me and Hive, $4. Go make your coffee.
How many times do you buy one a day?
Just usually it's one a day.
I'm a 2.
I've actually sometimes I go more than a day without one, but I freely admit, man, I'm definitely addicted to these things. I don't think it's the same thing about when I try to quit smoking cigarettes. I actually quit smoking, but I don't think it's as hard. It would be hard as that to quit, but I do find myself subconsciously going to Dunkin' Donuts every day.
I justify mine by that's the only thing that I buy a day to drink because I drink nothing but water. So
aren't you healthy?
Well, and again, it's not an excuse because really I shouldn't be drinking that every day. But I mean, I don't spend money on anything else, man, but Lego and Dunkin' Donuts. I really maybe food once in a while, we go out to eat or something, but I just don't have any other addictions. I don't have any other hobbies. I don't do anything. I don't go out. All right, hold on. All right, where we at? I just saw ACOB in the house. ACOB, couple of brickheads. Sean representing Sean the right way.
Goblin Zero said that it is a graveyard with a necromancer raising an army. So I was a little right about the whole pet cemetery type feel.
Yeah, it was definitely cool mock.
Yeah.
Man. I was digging it. Definitely. Click and Cliff, what's going on? Good morning, yo.
Cliff.
And let's see, there's Walt. What's going on? Good morning to you. It's funny to see people at work before the coffee and after. Yeah. I hear you. I gotta have coffee in the morning. It's just dude, even Mrs. Hive, she doesn't, I don't think she's nowhere nearly like on it like I am, but like if she doesn't have coffee, she starts getting a headache. So Toys in the Sun says, keep it up high. Lego addiction with coffee is healthy enough.
Keep it up.
Yeah. We eventually will do another
remember
addiction.
If it's not hurting anybody but you, it's not a problem.
I feel like that's very debatable, but regardless, yeah, I get where that statement's coming from now. What's that?
No, it is a problem if it's hurting you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, it's not hurting him. It's hurting his wallet. It's not hurting him.
Well, here's something to marinate on, and because this was something I want to say Shy had mentioned it, and it wasn't like some type of 100% concrete reply, but it was something that definitely is worth thinking about. So when it comes to addiction, no matter what it is, I guess literally, unless it's something like drugs where you're literally killing yourself, he was saying, like, if you can afford it and it doesn't take you away from your family or something, you know what I mean? It doesn't interfere with anything like that. You just have the money and means, just, you know what I mean? Is it bad? Now, my immediate response was, no, it's not bad if that's the case. But I feel like there's more to it than that. You know what I mean?
Gray area.
An argument of excess.
Well, also,
I
feel like it's what are you addicted to?
What is that word I'm thinking of? It's one of the deadly sins. It's one of the deadly sins. Gluttony. Yes, gluttony. Thank you. I mean, I'm sorry. What did you say, Rich?
I said I think it really just depends on what you're addicted to.
Yeah, I feel like with just a lot of things in life, you just can't put it in a little box. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you addicted to? What are you like? How much money do you make? What is your family status? You know what I mean? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many different things that go into those, you know?
Like, I know
now there are some things that are pretty clear cut, but that's different. Huh?
I know it's a bad thought, but I would rather pay $6 for a cup of coffee every day than a pack of cigarettes.
So dude, I have a question.
Yeah, I can't believe how much they are now. Because I quit like 4 or 5 years ago. Huh?
No, I'm saying I have a question. Yeah. So we admit we're addicted to Lego, right?
I'm not addicted. I could quit anytime I want.
You are addicted. So what if our kids were like, I'm addicted to Lego. I need Lego. Like, I had a Lego baby that I had to buy 2 for.
I'd be like, you're grounded. I'm sorry, I can't ground you for being addicted.
We would be like, you're not addicted. You're not addicted. But we as adults are addicted.
I tell them it's for adults only. You got to wait till you're at least 18.
I feel like, and look, again, this is a really broad subject, obviously, but I feel like maybe that's one of the factors replies to the maybe it was Shy that commented this to me. I keep saying it because I can't remember if it was him or not, but like about if it doesn't hurt anybody, but is it setting an example, you know what I mean, of just spending frivolously, you know what I mean? Even if you can, doesn't mean you should. I don't know. It's again, and even if we all had a really very intelligent discussion about it, you know, like a big round table, and we all had some good points and all that, I feel like there might not even be a right answer. It's more subjective.
I don't think there is. I think it just depends on what you're wanting to do. Because, for instance, I would much rather spend $100 on a Lego set if I had a kid versus giving them a tablet and just going here. True. Yeah,
I feel like there's definitely some arguments in there about stuff like that, but yeah. It's just like I said, we'll have another topic on addiction in the future, and I feel like we could just easily have a good conversation about it. You know what I mean? By the way, I see Lumberjack out there. What's up? How you doing? Macro, what's going on? And Tori, what's going on? Dunkin' pumpkin spice is great and cheaper. Then I can have more than
Cake cups.
Oh, jeez, I tell you what, man.
I don't matter what you do. When you make coffee at home, it never tastes as good as someone else makes it.
It doesn't, man.
It doesn't.
It's kind of like food. I mean,
Yeah.
well, no, yeah, it's like that too, because like even if like I eat at home, if my mom makes food, it's always better than when I make it too. But you know, that's just how it is. Life's weird like that. Two Humble Bricks, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Brick Fighters,
Titanium J. Good morning.
Brick Fighters, you just simply tell your kid that you're not buying them that $100 set because the $100 set is for you.
Well, I mean, I remember, I don't really talk about it anymore. I don't know, maybe the love just left me. But when I was the first couple years, I was into the community and I came out of my dark ages and all that. I was always trying to tell all the T falls and K falls and stuff like, do good in school. You know what I mean? Then you can have a big Lego room and just buy all kinds of Lego. But then that completely almost goes against what I was just saying a minute ago about the excess. And that's why it's so hard sometimes to talk about some of these things. Because look, one of the biggest things in life, man, is I try. I don't succeed all the time, but I try not to be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? So how am I going to tell somebody, be like, yeah, that's gluttony or that's excess, and then like you look behind me and
no matter
you know,
what, though,
That's art.
every single person has, and I'm not going to use the word addiction, but every person has an abundance of something. So no one needs to ever cast a shadow on somebody else or a certain way because of having abundance. Like my wife jokes all the time. She's like, well, you got a ton of Lego. And I'm like, well, you got two closets upstairs that kind of go away from that.
But it looks
well,
good.
it's kind of like, well, see, and I think the reason Mrs. Hive doesn't really, you know, mess with me about it, because one, you know, I make enough money, I can pay for it and stuff. But two, when I make decisions when it comes to money, it's about like Lego or like smaller type stuff. When she makes decisions, like we buy like
A car,
a new house, a car, you know what I mean? Like furniture, you know, like just stuff that I don't care really about. Like I'd live in a cardboard box if I could, you know what I mean? But that's going to be,
I mean, you can.
I know, but imagine the Lego room in your cardboard box. It's like, oh my gosh, at least get a throw rug in there or something.
You'd be better off just building a house out of Lego.
Right?
Oh.
And being plastic. I mean, being plastic, like, yeah, you know, the outside of your house is definitely going to look yellow after a while, but
insulation's going to suck.
Insulation's gonna suck. You definitely need some Technic in there, you know what I mean, to hold that load-bearing wall up, you know. My bricks and me, good morning to you.
Good morning.
We be talking about some mad crap, man, in the morning. I'll tell you what. So I think it is definitely about that time. Real quick, I can't remember. Well, never mind. We'll go through this first. So good stuff this week. Good stuff. I'm a happy man. I'll tell you what.
We're gonna take a chance to mute Hive for a minute. We sat down Thursday in our meeting, and Hive is literally like, well, what are we going to go over for news? And I keep telling him, I'm like, I don't do anything for the news until like Sunday morning. And he was like, well, nothing's really came out. Soon as we end the meeting, there's like 15 just released, like, here we go.
Crazy. It's crazy. And I feel like some of it didn't even leak right away. Like some of the stuff we heard was like literally in the last day or two.
Yeah, it's been dropping pretty steady since about Friday morning, but I think it's done. Like I haven't seen anything else, which kind of bothers me. I believe that whenever sometime this afternoon or tomorrow morning, we'll actually see physical pictures of something.
Dude, I love these covers you make so much. I do. You do such a good job making it look like a newspaper.
And there's great news. Last week, I did say that if it was a school, I would delete my channel. And everyone was like, oh, you're going to have to delete your channel. Well, guess what? I'm not deleting it.
He was right.
Dude, I told y'all that there is not going to be a school.
Somebody, when we were talking about all this, remember we had this conversation a couple of Sundays ago or something. Somebody brought up the museum.
There's been talking about a museum for a long time. The jazz club I heard was supposed to be a museum. But see, the funny thing about it is, and I'll get to it in a little bit when like I bring up the images and everything with it. is it seems like, and this is one of the things that I used to do a long time ago on my channel was I would go to Lego Ideas and talk about the sets.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Lego, if anything is coming out, they are stealing these ideas from Lego Ideas.
Yeah, I was reading something about that, and I know sometimes it can't be helped. You know what I mean? Because if you're gonna do like a theme or something, obviously it's gonna look similar. But there's some things, especially like that Gringotts Bank, that they're clearly pulling from somewhere else, man.
I mean,
like,
I get that there's only so much you can do. So if you have like a museum, of course, the insides of a museum are always going to be expected to what a museum looks like. But like when you build a Gringotts and you put it on top of the rail system that goes down to the vault,
right?
I understand that can only be done so many different ways. Mm-hmm. But when you do it and it's just like somebody that has designed one a couple years ago, it's kind of suspicious.
Yeah. By the way, good morning, Bricklock. How you doing, Mr. Lincoln in the house?
Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say real quick, and I know we're going to discuss it more getting into the news, but I'm hesitant to believe that we're getting 31 minifigs with that tower.
I'm not at all.
We got 25 with the bugle, and this is bigger.
I mean, I'm not 100% hesitant. It's 31.
Well, I'll tell you about it when that slide comes up.
And maybe it's the Star Wars fan in me, because that really angers me when I hear like they're getting 31 minifigs and you get 2 in a UCS set. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a play set. We got a lot in Mos Eisley, but you know what I'm saying, man. Anyways.
But to start off first, we have the first thing that I believe was stole from Lego Ideas, because the picture on the right is from Lego Ideas.
Oh man, good call putting that picture there, by the way.
I don't know anything about the show, and it comes with what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 figures, 8 or 9 figures. They don't really mean anything to me, but that's pretty cool that this set's going to come out with.
Yeah, it's an odd choice in my opinion, but not a bad choice. Just weird that they just pluck something out of Dune. You know what I mean?
I know, that's what I was going to say. I know it has nothing to do with it, but this feels kind of really Avatar-ish.
Yeah. It definitely has an Avatar feel, which is ironic considering
Avatar was just grabbed out of nowhere. Like, it was a good movie and it done really well in the box office, but it was like, that was like the stuff that no one asked for, that no one really cared. Because as far as I know, Avatar is still tanking in Lego world.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading a few comments out there. Some good points everybody's making.
Those little blue guys are pretty cheap to buy.
Moda says Dune is awesome and that vehicle is iconic. Yeah, Dune is awesome. I haven't read the book since I was like a teen.
I just don't I don't have anything wrong with it. The vehicle looks really cool, and I'm actually really excited that they're doing this, because if it's going to look anything like this, that's going to give us a new cockpit piece, which allows, the front of that looks just like a helicopter, and I'm a Brickmania fan, so that releases a whole nother wave of stuff you could do.
I will say real quick, and then we can move on. When it comes to stuff like this, like a lot of these one-offs and all that, my biggest thing when I look at it isn't just about like, do I like it or is it cool looking? A lot of the big thing I look at is like, it's taking up shelf space. Is it worth taking up that shelf space for something else that could be way better? Because obviously it's limited. But I would say yes, especially if you're a Dune fan, you know what I mean? Or even a sci-fi fan. This thing's awesome looking. So
it does. It looks really cool.
Yeah, rock on.
Next up, we have another final battle. I don't know if this is going to be an add-on to the one we just got. We are getting a new Lizard fig, which we've all asked for a while. On this, it does say the Spider-Man and Electro are going to be reused. If this goes with the last final battle we got with the Statue of Liberty, I don't know if it's going to be the same Spider-Man out of that set. I don't know if it's going to be another one that kind of came before, but I don't understand why we're getting it, and I wish that they would let us know if this was just an add-on or not.
Yeah, chat, help us out. I don't know, Brick Babe, what's your opinion on it, real quick, and then
because this does say it's a brick-built Sandman, which I don't know if that means that the whole figure is going to be like brick-built and bigger, or if it's just, remember, I think, wasn't it with the Bugle, Brick Babe, when we got the Sandman that comes with that attachment that has all the...
with the sand that's built up.
Yeah. I don't know if they consider that a built fig or not.
Now, real quick, Brick, do you understand like the context of what we mean here? Is they just gave us that Statue of Liberty battle.
Yeah, I didn't buy that. I wasn't interested in that. And I'm a Spider-Man fanatic, but I just wasn't interested in that one.
It's a lot of money for what it is.
It really is.
Or wait. This isn't. Wait, what is this from the Amazing Spider-Man?
This has
sold out.
This has nothing to do with the last movie that we got. This is just another final battle. But what I'm saying,
I know, it's confusing.
I don't know if it's an add-on to go with that, because technically wasn't the last scene him fighting Sandman?
Yeah, no, but I do think this. Wait a minute.
I'm happy about the lizard.
This is from that. This is from was it No Way Home? No, wait. The last one, the last Spider-Man movie that came out.
I'm looking up now.
Dude, it is because that Electro.
Yeah, the Electro and Sandman, but Lizard was not in it, was he?
Yeah, but the point is,
wasn't he in?
That's the big thing that we were.
I can't remember.
What goes back to the original thing we were talking about? They just gave us this final battle set. Like, I mean, it's not like it's that big of a deal. It's just like, really.
So the last one they gave us came with Doctor Strange, Electro, Doc Ock, the 3 Spider-Mans, and the Green Goblin, and then the 2 other like civilians. So we got an Electro and we got the Spider-Man. So this would be giving us the Sandman and Lizard.
Lizard was in No Way Home.
Do what?
Lizard was in No Way Home. I thought so. He was contained.
Yeah.
If you Google, he was.
Yeah, but
he
eventually got like
scene, though, right?
Huh?
They were all in that final fight scene.
I want to say they were. I gotta go back and watch it. Because I remember he was locked up, but
it was a lot going on in that. It was a lot.
I want to say he was in the final battle. Brickman USA, good morning, and Brick and Brood, good morning.
Good morning.
So it was Sandman, Electro, Lizard. Those were all at the Liberty Island, and it didn't come with the first set. So this is all going to be an add-on.
It's an add-on, yeah, especially the 347 pieces. That's a really small build.
Completionist time.
Yeah, well, 347. That's almost a 4+ set. That's a low count.
Yeah, but it's only 300 pieces.
That's why I was like, it's a low count.
With it being, but it's $35. So I don't know.
Count, 4+.
If it's a brick built Sandman, then 100 of those pieces could be used to be building that Sandman.
Yeah, there was a lot of like slopes and stuff.
Yeah,
there was a lot of wedges and slopes, I think.
Next up, we're getting Fortnite, which is something that I don't believe anybody asked for, but I know it's really big. I know it's
look, everybody, again, I'm not when I say this, I'm not trying to sound like a prude, because clearly I hope everybody knows I'm not, but I just feel like Fortnite seems like a pretty violent shoot 'em up kind of game. I'm not saying it's Grand Theft Auto, but it just doesn't seem like something Lego would mess with.
It's definitely like Star Wars-ish. Like, it's kind of fantasy, which I get, but they are using like real guns.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I get the fantasy element to it, but the guns don't look very fantasy. I mean, they are. Some of them are, and some of them aren't. The only cool thing about it is the game. I've never played Fortnite, but I know a lot about it, and I do know that the main, or not the main now, but when it first started, it was you could build stuff. Dude, I tell you what, man, Lego likes their fingers in so many pies, dude.
I think that they just keep dipping until one hits, and then when one hits, they ride that wave.
I mean, look, no qualms. I don't really. I've played it a little bit, but I don't really know.
I just want to see the sets because I believe this gives us a really like. I don't necessarily like Fortnite because I've never played it. That's my only like whatever.
I'm just trying to imagine a set that has a bunch of Punishers in it, dude. I'm like, wow, Lego. Okay,
but the new elements that they could make for this, I think, are really, really cool.
Yeah. I mean, and look, I will tell you this, without really playing the game, every time I see pictures of the game or whatever merchandise for it, there's some really cool looking suits and whatever, you know what I mean, that they use in in that.
But you do know that Fortnite has the action figures, and they are smaller and more expensive than Black Series. Now they come with more accessories, but
maybe there's more articulation. I don't think that's that big of a reason to jack up the price that much. But hey, Lumberjack says new elements, but can't get another damn goat. Well, keep your pants on, Lumberjack.
that we know nothing about, and I don't understand why they're doing it. We're getting Animal Crossing.
So I've been getting a little flack from people because I was saying this looks like something Duplo would make, and everybody's like, I'm like, holy cow, man!
Oh my god!
Look at all these adults coming at me about this Animal Crossing.
It is 2024 Fabuland is all it is.
No,
that is legit Fabuland.
Love Animal Crossing.
Look,
no. Look, for the last 10 years, then to whatever the one we have now is.
I need you to understand.
From Horizons. I love it. It's like a whole world. It's like The Sims.
No,
it's like
I would rather them be. I would rather them give us.
It's not like The Sims. No, go ahead.
It's like it, kind of.
I would rather them give us a Sims line where we get houses and real characters and real people and minifigs versus these weird people with big heads.
All right,
Isabel and Tom.
Look, everybody, please. Everybody loves this game is going to hate me for saying this, man. And I'm very sorry. So if you're very sensitive, you're going to want to plug your ears, okay?
I just want to say everybody. Thanks for having me on.
And I know that how this is going to sound, considering I have probably who knows how many $10,000s of dollars in Lego I have sitting behind me. But this just looks something that looks like a little kid would play. If you want to play The Sims, go play The Sims. I want to play Super Mario Brothers, man. Go play Super Mario Brothers.
Okay,
I look at this and I'm like, look, I'm not trying to crap on you if you like it. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm really not. I look at it and it just looks like something a preschooler would be playing. You know, that's all.
So wrong. So when it was Fortnite, Rich said, well, I can't really give an intelligent opinion because I haven't played the game. You haven't played the game and you're crapping on it.
I'm not crapping on it. I'm not crapping on it.
So,
it might be I just said it looks like something a preschooler would play. Wait, you disagree with me that doesn't look like something a preschooler would play?
I very much do because I have played that game for like 10 years.
No, that's great that you also like to play it. But I'm saying, do you think that it looks like something a preschooler would play?
No, it's like The Sims and Monopoly. That's the cover art. So the cover art does look a little wonky. But the real game, I have played it on DS. I played it on 3DS.
There's so many Animal Crossing fans out there right now going,
I played it on Switch. I played it on
Wii. Hive.
Exactly.
Dude, you're probably crazier than Star Wars.
So I googled the point of the game for Animal Crossings, and it is just to create and customize your island and eventually get a 5-star rating.
Dude, look, man, I'm just being stupid. I played what was the game when you threw the birds?
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. I used to play Angry Birds all the time, man. So look, everybody, just ignore what I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to be funny. But yeah, it does look like something a first grader would play, not a preschool.
It's like The Sims meet Monopoly.
I mean, like, look at that.
Look at all the characters. So you have Tom Nook, you have Isabel, you have the little frog. I forgot. I have all the characters. I have the cards. I have the amiibo cards for all.
Look at all those new molds. They can't give us a skirt or a clone trooper, but man, look at all those new molds they can make.
Those new molds.
Some of those people are in my town, and I absolutely love it.
All right, look.
Just in that picture, if they make those, that's 8 new heads.
I like the Grumpy one. Look, that third one on the left to the left is me. Look, he's sus. He's angry.
He definitely looks like he's
Exactly. Nook is showing up at Hive's door with Timmy and Tommy.
Oh my gosh, you know all their names, don't you?
Look,
Goblin Zero says Animal Crossing is the second highest seller on the Switch behind Mario. Animal Crossing transcends all ages and generations.
Thank you. Tell these old farts they don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what you're missing.
Oh, man. Watch, I'll start playing it. They'll be like, Rick, babe, you're right. This game is awesome.
And I'm coming to your town, and I'm just gonna trash it with my shovel.
Now, as much as Hive is putting this down, I will say right now, that what he is guaranteed in my thought process that he is not thinking about is this is going to be the first Lego theme that we have had in a very long time that is geared straight for kids that will fly off the shelf.
That's not geared to kids. Animal Crossing is an adult game. It is not a kid's game. And it's just that.
Excuse me 1 second. Let me check something here real quick.
Is he muting himself? Animal Crossing is an adult.
Is Animal
game.
Crossing a children's game?
You know what? Is Lego a children's toy?
Animal Crossing has a Peggy 3 rating and so is suitable for all children ages.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's technically a yes.
The demographic.
All right, listen.
The demographic. Ask about the age demographic, Hive. The age demographic for Animal Crossing.
I'm just being dumb. I'm sorry. Danny Phantoms, good morning. How are you doing? Clearly, it's a popular game. Surprised by Hive's take not being into it. But
hey, Hive, you're actually really wrong. It says the Animal Crossing producer says players are mostly in their 20s to 30s. The producer confirms that there are more players in their 20s to 30s than people might expect for a childlike game.
And alternate candidate, yes, it's for just to get a rise out of people. That's all.
It's for people like me.
Look, and that's why I was saying, man, clearly, I even started off like, look, I got tens of thousands of dollars of children's toys behind me, man. You know what I mean? I played Angry Birds. I'm just trying to be dumb. That's all. But yeah, I'm kind of going to try and get a rise out of people.
And I don't think that they're doing very many like big sets. Like the stuff's going to be small.
They released the list already.
Yeah,
they just look like.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I'm wait. I told you, like, just like
the gameplay.
I don't understand it. I'll wait for the new pieces because every time a new theme comes out, and we just learned this with Dreams, we get a ton of new pieces that are very, very helpful in the mock building world, which is one of the big worlds that I'm a part of. So I'm not going to knock it, but I get
the gameplay's fun.
Extremely strange looking.
I get the gameplay's fun. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know. It's not. It's more acceptable now, but it's just like before it was more acceptable. You know, people that saw like my Lego and stuff were like, oh wow, you know, like not hateful about it, but just like, wow, this guy like spends a lot of money on kids' toys. You know, imagine if you walked in and here's Hive sitting there watching Teletubbies, and I'm like, hey, this is for all ages. Look. All right, let's let it go, man. Let's let it go. I'm just trying to be funny, man.
Lumberjack said just to get on your nerves that they're also all the Animal Crossing are going to be in blind boxes.
You know, I'm down with that because I'll buy a billion of them, but I'm getting all the sets. I added it up. It's about
$50. All I got was 4 of them.
March 1st, I'm getting all of the sets. It's about $300. It's about what 4 or 5 sets we're getting. I'm getting them all March 1st.
Brickbiter says, "I love the Dreams theme." Yeah, man, me too.
Dreams theme is awesome.
So let's
next up we have the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage, which I am extremely happy we are getting.
Me too.
I just hope the dwarfs look a lot better than they do in this picture. I hope that we get a new beard mold, which is really because all their outfits are going to be the same except for the color of their hats. Now, the color of their hats could look just like they do in that picture. I do believe they need to be a little longer, but that's something I'm really looking forward to. And in this picture, which is stolen from ideas, it looks a lot like the one that's actually the cottage. So, I mean, that's pretty much spot on.
I'm absolutely in love with them making this. I didn't think they would because of all the controversy stuff surrounding that movie coming out and everything.
Yeah.
And I agree with what you said. I think they're just going to call it Snow White's Cottage.
Yeah, they're not putting that dwarf in the title at all. There's no way they can.
Deppy, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning. Huge Animal Crossing fanatic here. Wait, when Sam missed it. I feel that most adults, me included in this, use it as a comfort game. I play it with.
Thanks, T2.
Yeah, look, like I said, Deppy, I was just being stupid, man. Clearly I dig a lot of stuff that looks like it might be for young kids. You know what I mean? But no, I get you. I get you. Fall Equinox in the house. Good morning to you. And I see Hoarder 66, Will Harper out there.
Hey, Will. Hey.
Thanks for being here. So yeah,
Lene,
this would be like a day one purchase for me. I ain't gonna lie.
My Bricks and Me said that all of the sets are $181 plus tax, so it's cheaper than what you thought.
For some reason, thanks, My Bricks and Me. For some reason, I had it. I gotta look at the list that I added it up for. But thanks. I'm still gonna, just in case, I'm still gonna have like 300.
Also, we haven't gotten a Snow White minifig. We've gotten a mini
I think
doll.
we have.
No, we haven't got a minifig.
No, we haven't gotten a minifig.
Just a mini.
Oh, that's gonna suck if they release this in their mini dolls.
I don't think they would be.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Almost
because, look,
the Disney line is split like half and half.
It's not going to stop me from buying it. I can tell you what, because I mean, yeah, the minifigs are great, but I'm buying it for the cottage. You know, that's going to be perfect in my forest.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But next up, we are getting a freaking goat. Finally.
The greatest of all time. Greatest of all time.
Finally. We are getting a goat. It has done been said. I don't know. They haven't said if it's the same mold, if they're making a new one. I mean, of course, it'll be a new one, but if it'll look like the old one, but there will be a goat or goatsa in the medieval town square. Thank God.
I'm
now
what's gonna really suck is if I don't really want this set.
Well, I guarantee you at 3,300 pieces that this set's going to be at least $250. And if people don't want to buy the set to get that goat's going to be another $50 goat.
Dude, I don't even care anymore. I got a fake goat. Lego can go pound sand.
But this is going to affect the price of the goats now. All those $100 goats are going to go down because
the goats have already dropped. So most goats right now are like $50 to $60, depending on if they're used. In a new, they can go a little higher. But
Moto, we're already getting a friend's goat with
we're getting a friend's goat.
Supply and demand. Well, we got
the thing is I don't know if it'll drop the price as much as people think it will. I just think
here's why I don't think it will. Here's why I don't think it will, because even if they make the goat look the same, it's technically not even the same mold. You know what I mean? So I feel like
you would never be able to tell that.
Maybe not. If you can't tell, I don't think it's going to matter, because if you can't tell,
the thing is you're getting. I think they'll do it a different color. I don't think it'll be the same color scheme at all.
I agree. I think they probably do it a different color.
I think it'll be tan to like a light brown. Like I don't think they're going to do reddish brown, just because that's not a good color for Lego to
use. I would
use.
like them to do the goatee in a different color.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, if he's a tan goat, make the goatee white. If he's a white goat, make that goatee tan. I just feel like that goatee needs to stand out a little bit more. You know, you can't be called the greatest of all time and not have a goatee not stand out like that. Anyway,
Lumberjack said that there is a Snow White minifig in the new Disney castle, or the second.
I thought there was a Snow White minifig.
That's why I love the chat so much, man. They just bring such bountiful information to us.
I told y'all there was one, and Rich said there wasn't. HR, please.
By the way, Bricklock, member for 16 months. Oh my gosh, I wish I had my applause button now. Thank you so much, Bricklock. I guess I should play the thing.
But I do believe that, like I said, I don't think it'll drop the price, Lene. I think that if it comes out and it's going to be a new color, people are going to recognize it as the OG, and maybe it'll find a price that it sticks at versus going up and down like it is. But I do know that people, if you buy these things here at conventions, I'm just going to let you know, in my opinion, you're dumb. In conventions, people are selling these things for like $150, and people are buying them, and I don't understand why. If you don't know how to use Bricklink, contact me, please. I will save you so much money.
But I don't think it's just that. Conventions don't just attract the AFOLs. They're trying to get the people who don't know.
A lot of times.
So this is a little like I mean, I know this is off topic, but we went to the last, I'm not going to even say its name, but there was a BrickCon down here that we went to. And me and a buddy, the day they opened Saturday morning, the way that the lines were set up was they pretty much funneled everybody through the shopping area before you got to see people's mocks. You didn't have to go that way, but it was pretty much like a path that was created out that they were headed.
Right.
Within the first hour, people had bought 4 of the Disney. It was released I think it was like 3 or 4 days after it was released, maybe. But I forgot what they call it, but the Hocus Pocus set, the Sanford Sisters cottage or house.
Yeah. There
was people buying that for $300. There's a Lego store that was less than a mile from where we were set up. They could have saved $80 a piece if they would have just known a little bit.
I agree. I think sometimes it's mistakes, misinformation. Like they don't know a Lego store is there. That maybe they think it's going to sell out or it'll be gone by the time they get there, or something like that. I think other times, probably more often than not, it's just the experience of buying stuff there.
Oh yeah,
dude, I'm guilty of spending tons of money at the conventions, and I'm like, yeah, I could have easily just paid cheaper for that. But I agree.
The convention is how the goat thing started for me, because I had no really care to have a goat because they were so expensive. And then my wife was at a convention with me, and there was after about the 6th person that asked me if I had a goat, and I kept saying no, Haley was like, well, we'll just go buy one. And I'm like, it's not that easy. They're like,
well,
150
it is an odd thing, man, because look, and through some people's eyes, anything we do, like the stuff we spend on Lego and all that, is odd to them. But I mean, even for us, it's like, okay, I get minifigs in a way because something might be attached to you, whether it's a theme or some type of IP, you know what I mean, or something like that. But it is weird that this goat is worth so much money. I mean, I get it's the only one that they made, but it's like, it's still a goat, like.
What's the most expensive minifigure that y'all have each paid for?
I was gonna say Revan, but Titanium J gave me a good deal on that. I spent more on. I'd have to look, either the Sabine Wren with the helmet. No, Moff Gideon wasn't that much. But Sabine was kind of a lot.
How much was it though?
It was like $100, maybe.
Oh, I'm nowhere near that. One was like it was a Spider-Man. It was a custom. Then there was a Michael Jackson custom, and then the other one was this Thug Life Batman. All customs.
Were they so a custom around like $30?
Usually customs, yeah, like 20.
Yeah,
40,
I think
20 to $40 or something, depends.
Yeah. Nothing was over 50. I remember that nothing was over 50. I don't remember the exact price, but those are the most expensive ones I have.
So the most expensive, I guess if you call it a minifig, that I've ever bought or paid for was actually the goat. Just because I've gotten good deals on other stuff, and I got a great deal on the goats. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I bought 3 of them. I'm not dropping, $550 on goats.
Yeah.
But I will say that I am about this close. If I wasn't building the castle and using the money to build the castle, I would tell you right now, I would go to Bricklink and buy a Velma. If somebody out there has got a Velma they're willing to give me a good price on, I thought I had one. A buddy was like, he has one in his mock. He was like, let me go home and make sure that I don't have one, or I have another one, and when I do, I'll just sell you this one for $50. I was like, deal. But he didn't have but one. And the only reason I want it is because I literally have every minifig from Scooby-Doo, the entire line, except that one.
Yeah, it's an odd thing, man. This is a whole, it's a whole nother subject. It's just the prices of Lego in general, and just the certain things that go up the way they do. And it's an odd market, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's very interesting. Justin Morrison, good morning to you. How much is a real baby goat nowadays? 250, 150. Yeah. I know, right? You could buy like a real goat.
Goblin Zero. I've got a bunch of those too. That's another one that's up there.
Happy Hooligan. Good morning.
Clone Army customs are about 30 a piece, 30 to 40. But
Brick Askew, good morning.
Next up, we have the next big Batman set, and I am slightly excited about this. I just know that I was really excited for the Batcave and got let down. And I don't understand what this means, considering the fact that it can be wall mounted and it has panels that can be removed.
It's a well, I thought it was a mosaic.
That's what I'm saying.
three-dimensional
But
mosaic.
how do you make a mosaic that, I guess, because it's going to be like the Spider-Man one, it's going to be 3D. It's gonna have to pop out.
My guess is it's a mosaic that's three-dimensional, and I think probably there's maybe like looks like a rooftop or something where you probably sit the minifigs on. Now I don't understand the detachable part of it or whatever. 15 panels can be removed to really inside of places, so maybe it means like it can take off the face of a building so you can look inside.
Well, it only comes with 4 minifigures, but if you look down below, it says that you can remove the panels to see activities of numerous villains, and then it says it includes 2 sticker sheets. So I'm assuming that it's going to be almost like I guess the best way to explain it would be like an advent calendar where you could pull these panels out or move them around, and it show little things inside of it, because it says it has like a little Batwing and Batmobile build. And I don't know. It seems really strange to me that they're doing this.
Yeah. Let's see here. EMS, our most expensive was actually the cloth cape for pre-visit at $90. Then we spent $50 on. So let's just be Crumb. Yeah, I want Crumb, but yeah, you know. By the way, Will, I'm holding on to that Mithril for you.
So I just don't. This is the one I'm not quite sure of. I don't know if they're trying something new because the art stuff's kind of cool and it's selling. I'm not sure. It's
I doubt I'll be getting it. I mean, at $300, man, it better be something really good to pull me into it. So yeah. Any thoughts on the Friends Theater? I think it's a great set. I think it's a really great set. Fall Equinox thinks that maybe it's more like Starry Night, which
that's what I was getting. But if it says that it has 15 panels that can be removed. So Starry Night, you got to think it really only pops out down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking about like 1 by 2 by 3 panels, and that's just going to be a horrible idea.
Well, yeah, like Brick says, it's going to be an interesting set for sure. Hoping the Batcave goes on 20-30% off for Black Friday or some sale. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be talking about some sales coming up here next month.
Titanium hit it right on the head that DC needs to do something other than Batman.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
I was really hoping that we were going to get a John Cena Peacemaker fig.
Dude, there are 3 sets that just right off the bat, you know, the Hall of Justice, the Legion of Doom, I can't remember what it's called, Legion of Doom, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then not the Daily Bugle, the Daily Planet. Those 3 sets just immediately pop in my head. And that's not even
even if they were going to do Batman, how cool would it be to have like a Wayne Manor?
Or how about you make a set that's in the sewers and he's fighting the Croc or something? Just something, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to just have a motorcycle and Catwoman. You know, like, come on, man. That's what I mean. Like,
how many vehicles does Batman own? Jesus.
We got a lot of Harley Quinns too.
I got a lot of Bat cycles, I can tell you that. But yeah, I don't know. Moving on. Yeah.
Next up, we got the museum.
I think this is definitely going to be.
It is going to be 48 studs wide and 32 studs deep, which is pretty crazy. That's going to be very big. It only has 7 minifigures, which is still kind of a lot for a modular. And we're getting a buildable Brachiosaurus, which is weird that they just released the other mold in Jurassic Park. I'm assuming the skeleton is going to be built like the fossil sets. But I also don't know how they're going to do that, because that would be really big. And I'm wondering if they're going to have holes through each floor where his head and neck come all the way through.
That would be so dope.
That's what I feel like it would be like, is like the whole first floor wide open, and then the second floor and the third floor are just like around, you know what I mean? It's open in the middle, and then you've got your skylights. That's how I would feel like it.
Well, it says the first floor has natural history exhibits. The second floor is space and science artifacts and a display that references classic Lego sets. And then the roof is the curator office that has it has 2 skylights.
So better yet, then maybe the second floor would be a little bit lower, but have a wider ceiling.
Yeah.
Because, you know, just offices don't need a lot of space. But then you could have stuff hanging. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever been in DC, the Air and Space Museum, which is a phenomenal museum to go to if you've never been there. but yeah, it's really great because they have like satellites hanging from the ceiling and stuff like that. Superman's Crystal Fortress. Yeah, look, man, I bet if we ask the chat, dude, we can come up with tons of awesome DC places, locations, man, or scenes from the movies and the comics and the animated shows. No more bricks in the house. Good morning, and Shy time is my time is here. Good morning, Shy. How are you today?
Hey, Shy. Good morning.
But
Good
I
morning,
will
Harold.
say that I
No
do.
more bricks.
I'm going to be a firm believer that there a lot of this piece count is going to be little 1x1 pieces to build things that go inside as displays.
Yeah, because I feel like we were saying, I think it's going to be a very open, modular. But I'm looking forward to it. It sounds cool.
Oh, yeah. And it's not a bad price point at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not as far as big as it's going to be. I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick, but
at least it's not a school. It's not a school.
Chat, yes for you like it. No, you don't like it. Let me know out there. What do you guys think? Yes or no? You like it or you don't?
The museum, no. It's a no.
And I know there could be more specifics, but just in general, do you like it?
You don't like the museum, Lene?
No, I told you that a couple of modular discussions ago. Like, I didn't want this boring museum. It's boring. I live in the Washington, D.C. suburbs. I'm museumed out.
No,
well, guess what? You got Animal Crossing. We got a museum.
Point. Okay. Point. I didn't want the jazz club. I didn't want that hotel, that Parisian hotel. Not Parisian. What was the last one? Oh my gosh.
The Antique Hotel.
Yes, I didn't want that.
Paul, Equinox.
What do you want? You want a school too?
No, the last modular I think I bought was a day one for me was the Bugle, and I just started building it like last month. But I was
that's like the worst modular you could build because that's not really even considered like the modular line.
Well, I have the police station and the bookshop. I have no interest in the others.
No more bricks. I don't know if you were here earlier. What I was going off about Animal Crossing. SD Bricks in the house. Good morning. How are you today? So I don't know. I like how you also put the dinosaur right next to this module.
Well, I wanted people to know what a Brachiosaurus is because not a lot of people know.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
But next up.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah. So
first of all, here's what I was saying. I'm gonna go against everybody on this and say that you're gonna be let down when it comes to the size of this. And here's why. It is going to be extremely tall, yes. We do know that they gave us an extremely tall Daily Bugle, but it was all made up of antennas and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, here is the other side to this. This is all windows. This whole entire building is windows. So depending on if they do the 1x2x3s or the 1x6x6 or the 1x4x6, you're going to lose a lot of detail, and it's just going to be a big open glass building. Now, with the minifigs, I do believe that there's going to be 31 minifigs because it says right there that it builds 2 of the Qatari chariots, which means we're going to get a bunch of those little Qatari that they put in every Marvel set when it was coming out.
Yeah, so I wanted to say, firstly, the thing that worries me is, builds for the Leviathan, Quinjet, and 2 Chitauri chariots. The reason that worries me is because I feel like that pulls away from the piece count.
Yes.
And what else pulls away from the piece count? I know maybe not a ton, but 31 minifigs. Because when you count a minifig, it's not like that's one piece. You know what I mean?
A minifig is consisted of at least 4 pieces.
Right. So times that by 31 and then times that by 4 different separate builds. Now, again, this is a very confusing thing right now because like he just said, clearly it's like all made out of glass. How are they going to do it? But we also, it says 35.5 inches. And again, not trying to promote my own stuff, but I just made a short whatever video, and I used my measuring tape right next to the Daily Bugle, and you can see how much taller. How tall
was when in your video you said that the Daily Bugle with the antenna was 32?
Yes.
See that? I mean, that mean in the actual building was what, 30?
Or no, the building was only like
21. You said
21 and a half. Yeah, 21 and a half. Yeah.
So they did all of that like brick high count by putting 1x1s on top of each other, pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, they went from 21 and a half to 32. That's almost 10 inches, man. Like,
Yeah.
you got the water tower, but yeah, it's basically the intent is what.
I think it's going to be the A. I think they're going to push that A up larger than life.
Well, see, here's another thing is I am one of the other things I believe is going to happen, and it's going to be another piece count destroyer, is I bet they're going to have it to where you can put the Avengers logo or Stark Tower on the side of it.
True. Like I said, they may have the emblem like up there, the logo, but
because the logo, the A, I mean, it is being sold as the Avengers Tower, so I don't know if they will have Stark on the side of it. But I mean, that's just one of the things that Lego would do.
Mm.
But I don't think it's going to disappoint, no matter what the configuration is at the top. We get.
Oh, it can disappoint.
I
could be disappointed.
I have a feeling it's not going to disappoint as much as people are like, but I do think it's going to be a small letdown. I do.
You know, honestly, why I'm going to be a little upset if I am disappointed, especially if it's bad, kind of, is because I would have bought the vinegar. I would have bought the Venator. I want
no more Wayne Enterprise logo.
Oh man, yeah, it's huge. We'll see. I mean, look, I have faith in it. I've been excited about this ever since they mentioned it. I've got a spot. I've been waiting. Waiting for it to move in.
Just out of curiosity, let me see my calculator real quick. So if no minifigure comes with an accessory at all, that takes that price or that piece count already pretty much down to, we'll do a round number of 5,100.
They're coming with 1 million accessories.
Do what?
They're coming with 1 million accessories.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying that's going to take that down to 5,100 pieces, and then you gotta. What do you assume the chariots are going to be? What, probably 100 pieces a piece, and a Quinjet. And then
it's hard to say, dude, but it's definitely going to take away from the piece count. So yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I guess we'll see, man.
And the other was Lene, Daily Bugle was completely tiled, was it not?
The Daily Bugle, yes, it is. It is.
Mine's over there.
Yeah,
so that's going to be another modulars make up for a lot of those pieces in tiles to tile floors. And I guarantee you this one's going to have a tiled floor. So that one's going to be a lot of pieces.
Yeah, it had the 2x2s, and then it also had a lot of 1x1 tiles. You're right. It was a lot of tiles.
I do believe that we will get a Hulk in this.
Yeah, that's
we're going to get a Hulk. We're going to get a Loki. We're going to get, of course, Iron Man. I don't know if we're going to get a Captain America, but I assume then that we are, considering the fact it's called Avengers.
I was about to say they throw him in everywhere.
I'm sure we're going to get the normal.
We're going to get Hawkeye. We're going to get, all that.
Yeah.
Black Widow. But my thought is that's still, even if you add the Kevin figure in there, that's still like almost 20 figs that has not been announced yet. Unless they're doing this like the Hall of Armors, to where they consider every outfit a fig.
Well, I'm sure at least 4 of them will be Chitauri, so.
I bet more than that.
I that's why I said at least 4.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, what else we got?
That is just a picture of the Avengers Tower, and what I was saying about like up top, how it like slopes together real like.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if they're gonna kill that with the height.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's hard to say how they'll do it. And Lego, they twist and turn so much stuff, anyways. So
they did it with the smaller one, the last one, like 2 years ago, that smaller one is made just like that. But it's small.
Yeah. I mean, because they've made a few of them. Even like I used to have the mini scale one. That was a gift of purchase. I think it was a gift of purchase.
Hobby Hooligan says, "What Kevin fig? It is coming with a Kevin Feige fig."
Yeah, which looks kind of like a normal dude. He just got an Avengers logo on his hat. Something else, a little piece of news we wanted to mention. I kind of wanted to get a little more in depth with it. I brought up, like, I was going to show an article and stuff, but it's already almost 15 after, and into the second hour, so we're just too short on time to really get into it too much. But CNN put an article out saying that Toys R Us is coming back, and they're going to put out like 50-ish stores.
Oh wow, I thought it was 24.
Maybe 24. I don't know. I could totally have my information wrong because I don't have the article pulled up. But the point is supposedly they're going to come back. Now, I don't know if it's wishful thinking. I don't know where. I don't know to what degree. If they're going to like literally open up their own stores, or if they're going to do some more of this. What was it? They're at Macy's or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say to what scale that they will. I think that honestly, I want to say, just thinking about it, they could make it. You know, the toy market has gone back up in a way, even though a lot of toys aren't selling good right now. So it's, I don't know. But I think the reason they lost so hard was because they were competing with Targets and Walmarts and stuff. You know what I mean? And like when they're selling toys as cheap as they are, you just kind of put you know. So I don't know.
Another big thing about that though is, especially with like, even I don't know much about Lene as I do you when it comes to collecting certain stuff like the Pops figures. Is, you know, now everybody is getting their own exclusive. So there's a Walmart exclusive, there's a Target exclusive, there used to be Toys R Us exclusives.
Yeah.
So there's like comic book shops exclusives. So now, right. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And alternate candidate says, yeah, it seems like a horrible time to reopen a toy store. And yeah, it really kind of is, because if you just mess with Lego, then you probably think, yeah, toys are doing great, you know. But Lego's like one of the only ones that's really actually doing really good. Other toys are doing okay, but just in general, I think it's a lot to do with the increase in prices and how bad the economy's kind of been doing. Because again, a lot of people in our Lego space don't understand this, because maybe they're TFLs, or maybe they are adults, but and I'm not saying this to be mean or slight. I'm just saying you might be an adult and you're living with your parents still, or something like that. You know what I mean? And so you don't understand the concept of like, I got to pay rent, I got to pay the utilities, I got to pay gas, I got to pay groceries, I got to pay all this stuff, or I can't survive. You know what I mean? And the prices of everything have gone up. It seems like everything's gone up except generally people's wages.
Exactly.
But that look, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I think Toys R Us coming back. You know, like Toys R Us was my era, but I think they're gonna come back smaller. We had mentioned like the KB toy stores earlier. I think they're gonna come back smaller. Yeah. But the difference in Toys R Us from like the Walmart, well, maybe not as much Walmart, but like Targets and stuff, Toys R Us is an experience. They sell an experience. It was like the first try it before you buy it store. You know, you could go and ride the bikes, just act a fool. You know, it was like, I did that when I was, you know, you just tried all the toys.
But I think a lot of it is also nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I think they're going to try and pull on the nostalgia thing more than anything, because, you know, especially for people that are closer to my age or whatever, like that was like, we grew up as a Toys R Us kid kind of thing, you know? And then before they went, what's that?
I don't think so, because our kids are now grown. So the people who grew up with Toys R Us now have kids that are grown and adults. I think it's going to be so new and cool to this new generation. They never knew you could have a store that
but I don't, and it might be, but I just feel like the generation now might be cynical enough to be like, okay, I mean, it's okay, I can get that at Walmart. I can order it on Amazon. You know, I can get it at the Lego store. You know what I mean? Like, Toys R Us might be just kind of a moot point. You know what I mean?
There's a huge factor that y'all aren't thinking about here. Toys R Us was a massive store. Every one of those stores that left are now replaced with another store.
Yeah,
but
if they're bringing Toys R Us back, there's no way they're going to build the same size as they were. There's no way.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's the problem. I mean, look, you can do it. Like we were talking about KB toys and stuff, like in the malls. You know what I mean?
But it's going to be horrible.
Well, and the thing is also is, again, like I was just saying, look, I just watched a really great video. I wish I could remember who it was off the top of my head, but it was like a week or two ago. And he's talking about he doesn't think Lego is going to last a lot longer, not because of Lego itself, but because of the economy, he mainly brought up credit card debt and about how like it is literally like now we're in the trillions of dollars in debt with credit card in this
well, you know, for like the first time ever, I mean, China is repoing animals from us.
They're taking
China
the pandas
is
back.
taking pandas to where we're not allowed to have them anymore.
So here's the thing. It's just eventually, and I've been saying this for a long time, man. Unless you make a good amount of money, man, like it's gonna be harder and harder for people to just buy anything like that's non-essential, like toys, let alone an expensive toy. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But the Toys R Us thing is kind of weird. We'll see if they open them up. We'll see what kind of degree. Huh?
I got some intel on the size. So CNN reports that they'll be opening them in airports and cruise ships. So they'll be very small. Yeah. So forget riding on your bikes.
All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. I guess if you're going on a cruise or taking a flight,
no nostalgia.
That would be a Toys R Us kid for a minute.
It's going to be a kiosk or a newsstand size, guys. So I'm sorry. That kills.
Come on, kids. We're going shopping. Where are we going? We're going to the airport.
Lego's just laughing. They're just laughing at Toys R Us, dude. All right. So that's the news. There's a lot of other stuff going on, but as you can see, we've definitely talked a lot about some news today. So, yeah. I was trying to think which thing we should get into next, honestly, but let's go ahead and we will do some celebrations and some hashtags because yeah, we definitely got some of those today. So we'll start with the Lego Flex Friday. Definitely.
I forgot to do mine. I prepped it but didn't post it, so I added the prep post in.
Well, I was gonna say definitely send the stuff out and tag us in it. But as you can see, definitely some good stuff. Some Thrawn Flex, love it. Oh yeah,
I don't know who that is.
I bought 2 more of those things too, man.
Look at that though.
X-Men.
Show off.
I love that Juggernaut, man. Oh, dude, this guy be killing it, man, with the flex.
Oh my God,
I love it, dude. And I love how he just drops the barbells like that. Just yeah, that was good, man. I like that.
Yeah, there was bloodshed. That was as far as I got with those million chicks. It was too many French chicks for me.
Chicks, man.
You want to send all those mini dolls to me?
I was trying to reassemble them all. Why? What are you going to do with them? You can like burn them or something?
No.
All right. Well, here's minifigure. Not minifigure. Minifig Mug Monday. Another great one. And as you can see, make any post with minifig and a mug. Please use hashtag minifig Monday and tag the Brick Babe. Look at that. I love these mugs everybody shows though.
Oh my gosh. I just it makes me some I want to buy.
I love that one. That one. I love that cup. Love it.
How he paired the face with it though. Oh, this was a whole scene. Now people are meshing the hashtags, which I think are so cute. Andre called himself Mr. Fantastic. He said that's his new name.
I love it. Mr. Fantastic. Fantastic.
People are like meshing they're doing like a hashtag mashup, and I love it.
That's another great one.
Washington, D.C., Brick of Love.
I need coffee.
This was such a cool mug. Look at the mug. I hope it shows the mug. Look at it.
Wow.
Red face.
Binge watch and chill. Nice. I still gotta get me a beast. I don't have a beast yet. Can you believe that? Dude, that's awesome. That's a good
that really was. The Iron Man. Oh, Sir Awesome Fish. He's so cute. He was at the aquarium.
I know. Good stuff. Ooh, this is a good one too. Look, just look on his face. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's because he's drinking that Starbucks pumpkin spice.
Look,
nice, too humble, Brick. I love it. Oh, that's a good one too. I love it. Ahsoka mug. That's great. Ooh, that's very festive, and I love the fig.
Oh my God, I love the mug.
Oh, that one.
Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin.
I was gonna say that's a tasty muffin. Oh, nice. See, I hadn't seen all of them.
Is a favorite. Hive with the mug.
Death Eater with the coffee.
That's the one thing, guys. If you don't have mugs, you can
have a minifig with the mug. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't have coffee mugs.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to have a coffee mug. Everybody in the chat, you know, you can just.
Oh, that's my little podcast person.
Yeah, brown sugar bricks. Nice. I got me a Donald Duck coffee mug too, dude.
That's
Goblin
so
Zero, man, that is a crazy looking mug, dude. Resting witch face, love it, love
And
it.
with the
That
Hocus
is great.
Pocus figs.
Yeah. Oh, that is a really.
That
great
was
mug,
Eddie.
too.
That's Lego Master Eddie
Love
killing it.
Yes.
Lights.
Oh, look at
It was like
those. That
Mean
is
Girls
great.
Day or something. And Lego
There you
commented
go.
they absolutely loved the whole minifig mug thing. So that was cool.
Lego, if you're listening, please go watch my Hive stream. You'll love them. I promise. I promise.
And now Hive is deleted.
You know what's weird? Hey, Through the Bricks. I remember, I haven't seen it in a long time, but you know, I remember a couple years ago, for a while, I'd look at my analytics and you could see who, like, different websites and stuff, I guess, that look at your thing. But yeah, Lego was like watching my website. I was like, ooh, not good. I don't like a lot of people are like wanting Lego to watch
to screw up is what they're looking for.
Dude, a lot of people want Lego to come to listen to this. I'm like, no, I need them to just stay away, man. Just keep away. Don't even
yeah,
care.
they're looking for you to slip up on that one IP is what they're waiting on.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna get me. All right. We got two more things we're gonna show, and then we'll start getting into our topic. All right, so we have our community corner. Our community corner. I just realized it muted us. You're muted, right, babe? There you go. I muted you. You're good now. You can talk.
Okay. So, all right. This is my friend. This is Jazz. I think she changed her name to Jazz Plays. So this is a mod. It's the Fab Five house, and she kind of made it all Halloweenish. Really cool.
No, it looks great. I love it. A lot of different things in the environment there, you know, in the background.
Yep. I mean, yeah, she just like hooked it all up. It was really cool what she did with the Fab Five house. So I
love the TV there too. That was great.
This is the Mod Mom. Some let me get names, some didn't. So this is the Mod Mom. This is from a scene. Yeah, it's like what is it? Wednesday Adam.
Yes.
Brick always. You know,
I was really liking this as well.
Yeah,
Bricks,
look what he did.
So good.
He does amazing digital Lego art. This here is Heads Bricks, and he made all of the Scooby-Doo characters.
Wow, those look great. Those are really nice brick head.
And he's Heads Bricks. Brickish. I just thought it was cute. I just thought it was really. I mean, I love
many pumpkin
digital. Heads. Yeah, it's like you got a real build and you got some digital fun happening. Again, Brick Beat and the Brick Post. This was such a great scene. Such a great scene. Like, I don't think we talk
warm.
I don't think we talk about Lego photography enough.
We don't. We need to get on this one.
I got Wish. That's the little kid. So I built the Wish house. $19, great price point. Great parts. I mean, just for $19, that's some great parts.
Somebody else had brought that up too. There's a lot of neat little parts in these sets. They look really nice. There's that goat. And the goat's wearing a sweater or something?
Yeah, a shirt. And then Halloween Adult Night. If you're in the Maryland, Washington, DC, Virginia area, make sure to go to my page, use the link they want us to use. And I'll see you there. I'll see you on the 13th.
Awesome. All right. One more thing. We're going to show something Brickbabe made for the mock contest that we had mentioned. So you can see more in detail of some of the rules and stuff like that. And also, whether you're watching now or you're part of the replay gang, if you missed something, you can just go right back and just pause it. But let's go ahead and show that. I forgot it muted us again. Rich, you were saying something, you got muted.
Yeah, I was saying everyone needs to get these entries in We need to at least have 15.
Yes, there will be a prize. So you definitely can win something. It's not, you know, just to do for bragging rights. You will actually win something. So, yeah, good stuff. And this is something that, you know, we wanted to do every month.
Like I said,
And I mean,
the theme will change, but the rules will all be the same.
yeah.
Always.
And the criteria isn't very difficult. You know, there's not like a lot of crazy stuff you got to do. You know, as you can see, there's only like a couple of things that it's got to be.
Yeah, his entry is almost finished.
Oh,
That's two.
So yeah, we got one entry already.
Oh, Pink Will says that she's halfway done, so that's 3.
And look at and she says I'm on chemo, so no excuses.
Oh, Pink Wheels.
We love you, Pink Wheels. So yeah, as you can see, you know, get on it, you know, and you get bragging rights and a prize. And I mean, look, and it's not even just about the bragging rights and prize. Also, it's about just the creativity and us getting to show off everybody's designs and. You know, but all entries are due by Wednesday, October 25th.
Yeah, this is pretty important, guys. Wednesday, October 25th is the cutoff. If you submit it after that, it will only be for bragging rights.
Right. Yeah. If it's a good call. If you get it past that, it's only gonna be bragging rights. You can send it to us. Tag any of us in it. It's better just tag us all in it.
One or all. We tag each other, so.
And as you can see, we'll announce it on the last Sunday of the month, which is October 29th. Good times. It's going to be a great show. Yeah, have fun and happy building. I mean, this is... Look, sometimes, a lot of people know this. Sometimes I can be a difficult person to deal with. You know what I mean?
What?
It just depends on what's going on. I guess it depends on how the stars are aligned. And I wasn't against having a contest. But, you know, I get nervous, you know, because I try not to take on too many things, you know, even though this is clearly, you know, Bearded Brix and Brick Babe, like they're the ones handling this. So I want to make sure that everybody knows, like, yeah, Hive's part of the crew, but like this particular thing is these two, you know what I mean? Like they're the ones, you know, getting you guys come in and do this and then having thinking of the prize and all that stuff. So, but I think it's a wonderful thing. And I really, you know, the more and more I've thought about it and stuff, and I kind of hope maybe it could be like a traditional kind of thing, you know, like just something we're known for every month. Because like I've said before, we have a members giveaway every month. So this is a chance, you know, for even just anybody to, you don't even have to be a subscriber. You just got to enter.
Prisoners have taken over the asylum.
All right. So, okay. We have a little under half an hour. So let's go ahead and talk about physical disabilities and Lego. Now, first off, I want to say that Lego, let's talk about mini figs and mini dolls. I want to say mini dolls more because mini dolls seem to have really broken the mold, no pun intended, so to speak, about like showing more of physical type disabilities. But even the minifigs now are also doing that. So, you know, I really want to applaud Lego for, you know, doing stuff like that, because they definitely have done a really good job.
As a company, you have to evolve around everything if you're going to succeed. And any company that has to do with building or using hands or sight, or, you know, that, and you're having to show people or get people to do it without those two things is actually extremely hard.
So there are different types of disabilities that they've done with mini dolls and minifigs. I think the most noticeable ones that they've done have been like, and excuse me if I get the definitions wrong, but like a limb that is missing, They've done like somebody just said, I'm sorry, my memory's bad, but somebody mentioned a comment about the hearing aid.
Yeah.
There's the I forget what it's called, but with the skin, you know.
Oh, the
Vitiligo.
splotches.
Yes. So
And
they've done. I'm sorry, but I was going to say they've done blind. I know they've done blind. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but the pets even have disabilities too.
Yeah, there's
So
Yes.
Isn't it-
That
don't
little
they
dog.
have,
Oh
like,
my goodness.
is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like 2 or 3 dogs that are on like the cart, the cart
Yes.
in the
Yes, and we even have the dog now, Lucky from Hawkeye, that is missing an eye. So that being said, and plus, I think they even did like a handicap bus, you know.
with the ramp.
Yeah, they're just really good about it. Like I even got a bus, that has the handicap ramp, but I even think like a school bus, maybe even like that. But that being said, on that front, Lego is just killing it and really proving representation within the figs. Okay. Now, recently they've released Lego for the blind. I have to be very careful with how I talk about this because again, it's going to come off as probably like I don't like it or I think it's bad, and I don't. I think it's great. My whole thing from this get-go, which we'll get into the other website I was talking about, is why would they make that and not make like instruction manuals that have Braille, you know, or and maybe they do have this, and I didn't do enough research in it because they, you know, I didn't, but maybe there's auditory things you can go to Lego's website, you know what I mean, and maybe there's, you know, not just you're going to make an $80 set, you know what I mean, for some blocks that don't do what I thought they're going to do. They have the number, the letter you can see in our background here.
They are
Brick.
I think they're the equivalent of flashcards, brick
Yes.
flashcards.
They're not really for building purposes. They're for
they're
learning purposes.
And that's where I guess my whole misinterpretation of it was because, but even the learning part, it's like, I understand the concept of the learning games, but like, I feel like if you're blind, you know, you probably learning Braille would be one of the first things you would do. You know what I mean? So you're not learning. I don't feel like they're going to learn Braille from Lego. Like you said, it's probably more of like a flashcard thing. Like, so I'm going to share the screen so that way we can see what's on Lego's website for it. Because that's what I want to compare to the other website here soon. All right, so introducing Lego Braille Bricks. Now, here's down here is where I was really looking at. It says 108 activities, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong. So I was looking at a lot of this stuff, and clearly a lot of it is pretty basic. You know, bricks on crosses. You literally just place the bricks, but, you know, make them look like crosses. Building a city, but it's more of just, you know, you're just stacking bricks. It's just the way they do it with the instructions and you know how you place them. This is another interesting one. Then you got like making a sandwich with, you know, so like there's a lot of interesting ways to do this, right? And here's the thing that, again, I apologize, I probably didn't do enough research on it, but I'm going to bring up in just a second the next website, and it's called Lego for the Blind. Okay, the reason why Brick Babe also found them probably about the same time I did when we were doing all the research for this, but the reason why it was so fascinating is because it was talking about things that we had brought up about the instructions, and they do way more than just Braille on instructions. I'm getting ready to bring them up right now. They have tons of different ways that they help, you know, children or even adults or whatever that are blind. But
and he's one person.
Right. But check this out. You can get these instructions, and they're free, by the way. You don't have to pay for any of this stuff. At least that I've seen. I haven't looked at every single thing, but I mean, everything that I've seen so far, it was free. But there's different types of instructions for all these sets for the blind. and a lot of it is auditory. A lot of it is getting in contact, and they have people that will help. But they also do have Braille. I don't know how exactly it works. Oh, here.
And he would have been on today, but he said he was traveling.
Yeah, we were trying to get him on, but yeah, unfortunately, he was traveling. So you could have a sighted friend help to sort the pieces. You can download any of the set text-based instructions. So I guess for this particular one, you need help. Use a screen reader to read the instructions, build the set. But I know there was somewhere where I saw where you can actually get Braille instructions.
You can.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I think it's a nominal price. I'm not.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Maybe the Braille instructions you do have to pay for. And look, I don't care if you have to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's not.
Yeah, it's a service. Yeah,
he's service. But yeah, these are all the different sets. Yeah, all these different instructions for these sets. But the thing that I was trying to get at, anyways, was you would think that Lego would make Braille instructions, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Well, hi, the cost and stuff, right?" Well, I mean, I don't feel like it would be that big of a cost to imprint dots onto the paper. And if it is a little bit of extra, then I feel like it'd be worth it. But it just seems like a missed opportunity if they haven't done it. I'm kind of curious what the chat's saying out here. Are you guys talking about the contest? Manual dexterity is a big issue for disabled people building Lego. Yeah, so that's something Rick Babe and I will also mention. So I don't know, to what degree of Brick Babes, but I'm a type 2 diabetic. I've got neuropathy. So she's type 1. Yeah. So if you all don't know what neuropathy is when your nerves basically just start dying. Yeah. So once your nerves start dying, you can't feel. And once it gets worse and worse, then obviously you just can't operate, and that's where my right hand's like coming in. Like the colder it gets, the worse it gets. But like I'm losing strength and dexterity. So it's getting harder to do more complex things with your fingers and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, Hive. I guess to best explain it, it's like that feeling when when your hand falls asleep.
Yeah. That's exactly
like. That annoying. You go around like your hand sleep.
Right. And most of the time it's just kind of annoying, and your brain actually kind of just gets kind of used to it. But the thing is like when your legs asleep, you also get like pins and needles. So unfortunately, a lot of times you get that pins and needles sensation, which hurts. You know what I mean? And it doesn't go away. It's not like it's like just like, oh, my arm's asleep, it'll wake back up. It's dead. So I don't know. That's something that definitely is. I don't know how to get around that eventually. Because it's one thing. I can't see with you. I don't know. It's one of those things that you have to figure out.
But then I also suffer from arthritis. So I had juvenile arthritis. So I've had arthritis for maybe 35 years. So my arthritis is really bad now. And it's hard. Again, like these are things that affect, not everybody loses a limb or has like extreme conditions, but just regular Americans have diabetes, arthritis. These things affect how we enjoy our hobby.
Yeah. Brick Askew says, from what I understand, a fair number of people don't learn Braille because phones and computers have screen readers these days. Yeah, and I guess that's a very, very interesting comment, Brick Askew, because I look, Braille is just like people that can see. It's for reading, like books, paper, right? But yeah, more and more now, just stuff's just digital, and I guess you kind of don't need it. Yeah, because I would imagine if you're blind now with the technology on these phones, and clearly I don't use it because I'm not blind, but yeah, your phone must be able to tell you like everything, man. You know what I mean?
You still have to learn how to read Braille, but there's a lot of classes that are taught purely on like voice off of a computer. Like when I was in school, it was really when like it was starting to get there. So the school I went to had like its own disabled or like any kind of handicapped people whatsoever. It had its own section for them. And they were blended in with us depending on how severe they were in certain classes and stuff, and to put them in environments to get them used to being in like the world. And the Braille or all the blind kids had a classes that they would go to, like math was one of them, but it was all computer based. It was all language.
Interesting.
Because in the learning, like in the English classes and stuff like that, they were learning how to read Braille. But you don't know necessarily, you don't need to know how to read a number. If I'm asking you, you know, what's 4 + 4, you could just use the computer to teach all of the math.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I also have, so I have a statement. I know we're keeping it to physical, but
Yeah.
it looks like Lego is trying to normalize disabilities through the Friends sets first. So Lego Friends with Disabilities introduces, this is this year, introduces 8 new characters, including Paisley, who struggles with anxiety, Nova, who's a socially anxious gamer, as well as a teen with Down syndrome, and another one who only has one arm. But a lot of things that happen, to bring it back to the physical, I've seen Lego being used in therapy when talking to kids. You know, they're building, so they're just like kind of talking. It takes the stress and anxiety away. And I know we're dealing with more physical, but that is a physical way to use Lego to combat a disability. And then also I've noticed that Lego is used. We talked about, like, you know, we're losing strength and stuff, but there are children who it helps, you know, it helps their dexterity and other things. So they give them the Duplo, they give them the Lego, and they will tear it down. So they'll start with Duplo, then they'll go to Lego just to help their muscular development and things of that nature. So they're the good ways that Lego doesn't have like a program for, but educators are thinking outside the box and saying, hey, this is a great tool to bring in the classroom or to bring in on a counseling setting.
So with you saying that, I've went to Lego's website just to start looking at random Friends sets. And there's the one that popped up that I've seen first is a roller disco arcade. And one of the girls is in a wheelchair with a bowling ball.
Cool. Yeah.
And the wheelchair, since it's a mini doll, the wheelchair is brick built.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, when we eventually do, mental disabilities in Lego, it'll be a much more broader subject, because I feel like Lego does a lot more mentally, for you mentally than it would physically. Whether it's meditation, whether it's just being calm about stuff, or therapeutic, or just there's all kinds of different reasons and ways that it would help with depression. But yeah. The interesting thing about Lego, and something I mentioned a while back, was Lego itself, I feel like, is a very, very interesting and useful tool for if you're blind, because you might not be able to see the colors per se, which I feel like in a Braille set or something, set up, they could do something like that, but or put them in a separate bag, you know what I mean? So you know where they're at. But it's just like you feel
so many elements.
But you feel what you're building. So, because I know that's something that a lot of blind people do is, they'll feel your face, or feel, that's how they see, So building something out of Lego, they can at least feel and see what it is, you know what I mean, per se. So that's something that's very, very, very awesome about Lego, just right off the bat, even without the Braille bricks and stuff,
There is a ton of these friend sets that show characters with physical disabilities. There's another, it's called the Main Street Building. There's a blind character. There is another character in a wheelchair. There's characters of all ages through this. The dog rescue van is one of the ones that has the dog in the wheelchair.
And the city set that came out, I think it was a grocery store,
the organic grocery store. The lady, there's a character that only has one hand.
And like
there was a guy. There's a guy that's got the metal spring leg.
I haven't seen that in this Fresh Mart. It looks like there's a character with what did y'all say the splotchy colors were.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, that, and there's a character with one arm.
An amputee. So the bus has a ramp. Like a few of the sets, like I think even the gamer van has like a ramp.
So Friends is really hitting hard on it, and that's something that they can. Now, I know this is like it's not making an excuse for anything, but I feel like that's something they can only do with Friends. Like I don't think now putting people in a wheelchair or a blind character, yeah, but an amputee would be kind of hard to do. I think with a normal minifig.
You just pull the hand out, but there's vitiligo on the soccer.
Yeah, that is.
And then the hearing aid.
Yeah.
So let me show you real quick what I was talking about. Oops. See?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, just I don't know what it was.
I don't know what it's called, but I know exactly what you mean.
Well, what were you saying? You said there was a lady with no hand?
Yeah, go to let me give you the set number. Hold on, let me scroll up. Set number, it's called the Organic Grocery Store. It is 41729.
Yeah, I think it's great how Lego uses Friends to normalize differences. I don't even want to call it a disability, to normalize our differences, especially at a young age, because you'll have more sensitivity to it as you grow up and you won't be as ignorant.
The girl bathing in the green shirt.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, it's the girl with the arm. That's, I always forget the right way to say it. Amputee.
Somebody said Echo Marvel has a prosthetic.
Yeah, that's right. I got her right here, actually.
Boom.
I got like 2 or 3 of them, so I'm gonna be selling 2 or 3 of her. But yeah, hers is actually really cool though, because of course it's not gonna focus. But see how it's like hollow in the middle. Like I mean, honestly, look, I think this show, I don't think it's gonna be good. Whatever. I mean, dude, in the comics, this is like an F tier character, so I'm like, what are you doing? But this minifig, man, has got great printing and molds. Awesome stuff. All right, look, before we get into the end of the show, real quick, I want to say hello to Christine Harper. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
And then by the wheel.
Friends is awesome with their sets. Their designs are incredible. Yes, they are. The French Treehouse had an elevator. All right, before we get into the closing statements from us, we do have, where did I put it? We do have a live stream calendar that Brick and Brood made for us. So let me go ahead and get that for you guys. Make sure we got the audio. Okay. All right. Got it. Whenever. All right, here we go. Oh, where's the play button? Dang it. All right.
Good morning, Brick World, and welcome to the A-Full streaming guide for the week of October 9th to the 15th.
Everybody hear that okay?
This week's highlighted stream is the Bodcast, brought to you by the Brick Bods. It streams Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on the Brick Bods YouTube channel. At the end of each week, Ian and Carrie jump online to build and talk Lego. So on Sunday afternoon, grab a Lego set, throw on the Brick Bod YouTube channel, and enjoy building with some friends. Please note that all times are in Eastern Standard Time Zone, and all times are subject to change, so see description for updates. Now let's get into this week's streaming guide. Monday on Twitch at 4 a.m., Billsy at 8 p.m., Titanium J, 8:30 p.m., Jeans Version. On Instagram at 9 p.m., Mom and Mo. YouTube at 8 p.m., Old Ray Bricks. Tuesday on Twitch at 4 p.m., we have Jake Studs. At 6 p.m., Brooke Bricks. 8 p.m., Lightning JR. 9 p.m., Amberlia Builds. Over on YouTube at 5 p.m., Mikey J Productions. And at 10 p.m., Bigonomics. Wednesday on Twitch at 4 a.m., Billsy. 8:30 a.m., Minecraft Mayo. 4 p.m., King Oldendorf of Game Time. On Instagram at 6 a.m., Rainbow Brick Slug. On YouTube at 8 p.m., Quick Build Bricks, Click and Cliff, and Bearded Brix. At 9 p.m., Two Figs One Set, Bricksmith, and Canadian Brick Builders. Thursday on Instagram at 7 a.m., The Brick Shelf and Friends. At 8 p.m., Bricks Why Not and Virginia Bricks. On YouTube at 3:30 p.m., Family Bricks. 8 p.m., The Basic Brick, Old Gray Bricks, a couple of Brickheads. And at 9 p.m., Ben's Brick Designs. Friday on YouTube at 1 p.m., Brick Trains. At 2:30 p.m., London Calling. At 7 p.m., Friday Night Bricks. 8 p.m., Building with Buds. 9 p.m., Real Whole Egg. 10 p.m., Full of Brick. Saturday on Twitch at 8 a.m., Tasman Bricks. 9 a.m., Brook Bricks. 3 p.m., Matt Mellish. 8 p.m., Lightning JR. On Instagram at 4:30 a.m., Claire Lego Mom, The Brick Shelf, Lego Auto Hoss, Cooking with Bricks, and Bricks Why Not. On YouTube at 4 p.m., The Lego CPA. At 9:30 p.m., Lego After Dark. And at 10 p.m., Macro Bricks. Sunday on Twitch at 12 p.m., Gene's Version. At 8 p.m., Mapping the Miles. On Instagram at 8:30 p.m., Build Away the Sunday Scaries. YouTube at 10 a.m., Good Morning Brick World. At 11 a.m., Ben's Brick Designs. 1 p.m., Tricky Bricks. 2 p.m., Fab Blondie's Bricks. 3 p.m., Halo Time. 3:30 p.m., The Brick Bods. 7 p.m., Hollin' and Ballin'. And at 9 p.m., Moments of the Magic. That's been the streaming guide for this week. If you're interested in being part of next week's streaming guide, DM me, Brick and Brood. Take care, everybody.
Oh, I forgot I was muted too. All right. All right, stop. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Brick and Brood. As always, we appreciate you guys helping out everybody with their live stream promotions. Definitely, as I've said before, if you want to have, if you have a live stream that you do on a regular, not really just like a one-off, if you just do something on a regular basis, regular time schedule, let Brick and Brood know, or if you want, you can reach out to one of us and we'll shoot a message over to them. Yes.
Did we do the celebrations?
Nope.
I don't think,
because I'm looking at Rich. Rich has one because I'm like, we didn't even say anything.
Well, okay, hold on.
No,
I mean, I don't remember even seeing the celebration.
No, it's my fault because I was like, did we even
did you
do
send it to me?
Yeah. Hold up.
Hold up.
All right.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Something ain't right.
You don't have
it? I see it in the mail. I don't know.
I'll get you next week.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We still got like 5 minutes.
Because I thought about Mayo. Mayo's in there and Rich is in there. So I was like,
I'm
Mayo's
sure
pretty quiet.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people in there. Hold on. Let me get off screen here for a second and check something.
Ooh,
so how's your week been?
Look, where's HR? Who's HR again?
That would be me.
Now he found HR. So how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I have completely well, I can show you. This is the next section. And I'm out of parts.
Oh, you got stopped. Okay, so you had to place an order.
Yeah, I've got 2 Lego orders. You know, I had to play it to where I got the double VIPs exclusive or gift with purchases. Okay. So I got 2 orders that are supposed to be here Tuesday, and then I got my my Camel City order yesterday, which will allow me to start on
City Brick
the other side, and hopefully I can get it done. And my next goal is to just start putting these dots down again. And God, that's going to be horrible.
All right. And what do you have coming up this week? Is it okay if we switch up Hive to save time?
What?
What do you have coming up this week? Can I ask Rich?
I don't know. I got some stuff coming up.
You can come back when you come back. Rich, what do you have coming up this week?
I don't know if I'm going to get a castle video done. I should be able to. I've not got too much content that is filmed. Other than that, just the live stream that's going on.
Okay, awesome. That now I'm supposed to be on 1 or 2 of those. Is it this week?
Yeah. Well, it's up to you when you want to come on. If you want to come on for good, we can make that happen too.
Ooh, another night stream. Woo.
So I do want to have you on for the last episode. I think it's the 20, for sure, the 25th.
It's a costume party.
Yeah, it'll be the first, or it'll be like 4 days, I think, before Halloween, 5 days before.
Oh my God, no. That's not good.
We'll get it next week, huh?
We can mute him, but he'll have to unmute himself.
I just realized he's Pink Hive to
Well, he changed it from Zombie Hive.
to Pink Hive. Hey, I thought he was a zombie. Okay, well, me coming up, I started this podcast I've been talking about for almost 2 years, but I still need Rich to help me because I've done it. Wi-Fi.
You said something happened between the first episode with you and Mo, right?
Yeah, it was the first episode. Mo was the guinea pig, but my Wi-Fi is wonky, so I want to redo it because it's real.
Did you give her an option, or did you were like, look, you got to sit down and do this like right now, like just
no? I gave her an option, and we're very organic in our content, so there was no script, no anything off the cuff. So yeah, she spilled the beans on.
And you left.
Oopsies. That wasn't my Wi-Fi this time. That was my alarm. So she spilled the beans on being raised by an AFOL and kind of being in the community when your mom is just a big personality. You
were into Lego while she was growing up?
I wanted to get into Lego, but I couldn't. My family was like, Toys R Us was gender specific, the boys' toys, the girls' toys, and Lego happened to be with the boys' toys, so I couldn't go over there. But when she became 7, I was like, oh no, you're not going to have my experience. And there were friends. When I grew up, we didn't have friends or anything like that. It was just specifically a building toy. But now you can find Lego in the girls section. So she started building around 7, fell into her dark ages, 16, 15 came back and pulled me back in.
Okay, I got celebrations ready. We still got a couple minutes left, so let's go ahead and do it.
Let's get it.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Ready.
All right, here we go. I guess that music cut off. All right. Before we end real quick, I just want to let everybody know next week is the 200th episode. We got a bunch of people coming on as guests. We're going to have a full panel. Just talking it up. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy, but it is a special number. So episode 200, baby. Hello, Fablani Brix. She's also back with her live stream today with Nicole, also known as Lady Mick Brick. I put 2 links in the chat. They're also in the description for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and the other one that also I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but it just helps with, like I said, grants for people that need help paying their bills and stuff like that. So definitely check that out if you would like to. And yeah, what a great show. Thank you everybody for being here with us. We appreciate you guys more than we could possibly express in words. For everybody that's new here,
What do you have coming up this week, Hive?
Oh, geez, man. I don't even know. I got all kinds of stuff. I got a weekend review I'm working on. I've got like 2 regular
and Dunkin' Donuts.
I got some Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff I'm working on. I just can't seem to finish one thing at a time usually. So, anybody that's new here, at the end of the show, we highlight the members in the outro. I got one that's a little bit different today, I guess, because it's October, Halloween month. So got some zombies. Spooky. All right, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday. Peace out. Peace.